I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had fun.
Tons of food, mashed
Tons of food,
potatoes.
football. Little humble pie. A little appreciation, just a little bit. Sorry for the little long absence. With work scheduling and someone allegedly maybe getting COVID for the 20th time. We really don't know.
This is the flu.
But we appreciate you guys sticking with us. We do try our best to put out an episode every week. We really do. It's just, especially during the holiday times, it can get crazy at times. So
Call it a holiday break.
yeah, so
Just took a break.
Yeah, just took a break.
Good to be back, though.
Yes. So I don't know, with if with whatever tradition that you have during Thanksgiving, whether you watch, you're always watching like football or
It's
whatever.
pretty much, yeah, football's on.
Every once in a while, I'll watch the Macy's Day Parade, the Thanksgiving parade. Every once in a while, depends if I wake up on time or not.
My mom likes that.
Yeah.
I find it boring.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of the floats can be cool or whatever.
Right, but even as a kid, I'm like, I wanted to watch something on TV, and they're like, well, we're watching. And I'm like, we're watching
Yeah.
a parade? Like, we're
I think
not
it starts
there.
like 8 or 9, right? Something like
Yeah,
that.
it's very early. But that is a big tradition for a lot of people.
But I observed some things, and I just wanted to share. I don't know if, maybe people didn't catch it or maybe didn't watch it and is intrigued. I just caught a couple things. That's all. So I
You
just
got
wanna
one
share.
person right here.
just
I
wanna
didn't
share.
watch it, and I don't know.
First thing is this. I'll start off easy. A lot of the floats this year seemed a lot smaller than past years. I don't know if we have a air shortage or balloon material shortage. It just seemed a lot smaller. They weren't as big.
The vehicle itself or the balloons?
The balloon.
Okay.
This is just strictly the balloons.
Okay.
They just seem smaller.
Okay.
In my opinion, I don't know. That's just me. But okay. Two, there were parts of the parade that they showed that kind of felt like I was, watching a parade in Chinatown or something. There was a lot of Chinese dragons.
I was gonna say they got the
Similar, yeah.
Cool.
But there was some Chinese dragons, a lot of like Chinese Asian anime characters I'd never heard of before. I don't know why all of a sudden it just seemed more Chinese theme. I don't know
Well,
if
I mean, anime
they're-
would be Japanese, so
or
I mean,
what. Listen, it's all the same thing. But I don't know if they're like prepping us for what we need to be learning or getting used to. I don't know. It just seemed odd more than anything. When I think of Thanksgiving, I don't think of flying dragons around.
right, or the Chinese New Year, if maybe that's what it is. I'm not aware of
I-
what cycle in the
I don't
calendar
know.
they are there.
Again,
but
these are just observations I'm seeing. Take it for what it is.
I
I'm
would say
just-
they're already making us learn how to be in other ways besides a parade. So I
Yes.
don't know.
Listen, we love parades around here.
I love a parade.
And then another thing that caught my eye this year, especially, is a lot of the floats, especially the balloons,
Mhm.
were deflated. They had holes in them.
Oh, Brady was there then.
Wow. Okay.
I went
Um,
there. Never forget.
Like like the characters. I guess it's like in sections. Like one arm would be like completely
We're having
deflated,
issues, yeah.
or like like one character had like a hat and you could see it like ripped open, just flopping in the wind, like it's thin.
Oh, if only it was like Joker gas in the original Batman movie with the clown balloon that's
Yeah.
leaking the crazy Joker knockout
Yeah, no,
gas.
it was just weird. I'm like, man, this is like a half-ass. Like they just grabbed this like last week and just rushed it. I don't know. It just
Helium's expensive.
look, accidents happen. There's been countless times throughout the years where like they'd have like a big Snoopy balloon and like it
That's
just
what I'm thinking of when-
deflated.
yeah.
But this is like partial, just like one arm's just like flopping in the wind because there's just no air. It just seemed half-ass poor to me.
Maybe it was all made in China. Maybe you were on to
Probably.
something.
My last observation is this, and maybe this is me getting old, I don't know. But, there are celebrities on floats, right? That's not uncommon.
Okay.
And, they wave to the crowd, whatever. No big deal.
Can I guess?
Yes.
You didn't recognize a single one?
No, no.
Damn
no,
it.
No.
That's what you meant by getting old.
No, I'm getting old on this. Is previous years, when celebrities or really people in general are on floats, they wave to the crowd, whatever. Maybe even at smaller parades, throw some beads,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
I saw Jon Stewart at Gasparilla once.
Nice. And Jimmy Kimmel was like the biggest offender of this, but all the celebrities did this that were in the parade. They would then they will start a wave and then just instantly pull out their phone and then start recording themselves waving at people. I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know. Maybe it's me getting old. It's a cringy.
It is cringy, and it's not living in the moment kind of a thing.
It's just, to me, it's like, are you genuine about it, or are you trying to what are we doing?
There's a lot of people that do it on social media where they do something nice for somebody, but they have to record themselves doing it as, just evidence of how wonderful I am as a human being, and
Yeah.
you should all aspire to be someone like me, but I have to videotape it so that you all know about it, which inherently makes you a shitty person. And some people have been called out, like people off camera, like, stop fucking recording it, just be a good person. Is that not enough for you? No.
Right.
There's something you're getting out of this. So these little waves, they've always been disingenuous. People waving at a parade. We don't know anyone out in the crowd. They don't know
Right.
us. But now it's even more obvious because it's like, look at me waving at all the people that I'm just involved in everything.
And
I'm
the
so
thing
great.
is you're already on camera. It's televised. It's not like no one knows that there's a Thanksgiving parade.
I'm monetized, bro. I got to go on Instagram Live or TikTok Live or YouTube Live and get paid for it.
It's just very cringy to me. Is all. It just rubbed me. That was really the biggest thing to me. It was just like every single time there was, they showed a celebrity, 1-2 waves, and then they pull out the phone. I'm like, what are we doing, dude? Like, for real. It's
Right.
just,
If you're not, just pull out your phone, jump down, go to the railing, and take a selfie with some people. Like, that'd be cool if you did that.
Yeah.
You'd have a story. You could post it. Then those people would find it that they were in the picture with so-and-so and get to share it. That'd be fun.
maybe
But,
it's
yeah.
me out of touch because I'm not a big social media person.
That's awkward
And it's
sounding,
just
though.
me
Yeah.
being oh, these fucking youngsters or whatever. But I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I feel like there's a time and place for it. I don't know. Just at a parade, it's supposed to be Thanksgiving, whatever. Just holiday cheer, whatever the fuck.
Right. Pay
not just
attention to where you are.
Oh, look.
Yeah. You're at the event. No, you're off in internet land recording, what you're doing because we have to. You made a great point that it's already televised.
Yeah.
We all see you there. The stations have recordings of that. I'm sure you could get a copy with your celebrity status.
Well,
No big deal.
Joke's on us. That's why
Always is.
they're millionaires and billionaires because we just don't get we don't get the game. So
Yeah.
that's all. Those are my observations for the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Well, I guess speaking of feeling like maybe it's just us getting old, I've got one right now. And it is that time of year. And no, I don't mean Christmas time. I mean it's
You're on
time.
your period.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Oh.
I've been very moody.
Yes.
But it's time for everybody on social media to basically flood my feed with their Spotify Wrapped. I could not care less about what you all listen to all year.
What is Spotify Wrapped?
Spotify Wrapped. Okay. It's
I have
actually kind of-
Spotify
right.
and I don't know what the fuck that is.
Well, maybe it'll send it to you because what it does is at the end of the year, it'll basically give you a summary of your most listened to artists and how much time, too, I believe, you listen to.
Oh, how many
It-
times you listen to
Right.
that song?
Yeah,
Okay.
or how many downloads or whatever. It's just a summary, which is kind of cool to look at if it's, you just looking at it on your phone. But everybody has this compulsive need to post it on social media as if we're all going to be blown away by your music taste. Like, oh my God, there's the one with the obscure music taste. That's the cool kid, man. If I could be like, is that the reaction you're trying to get? Is it? You might as well be recording yourself while you're on television at the parade. at that point. It seems so dumb to me. Like, no one gives a fuck. Except for you. It's like people showing me pictures of their kids. I don't care. It looks like a little alien. I mean, congratulations, but no one cares about your shit more than you do.
But that's all social media is.
Right.
How many times do you see people just posting dinner that they made, or take a screenshot of, oh, we're going to Chipotle tonight.
I do the dinner. Come at me.
But with the
but they all look good. People like it.
But with the music though, it's always been a thing with social media. For instance, remember with MySpace came out on your homepage, and it was a cool thing that us kids did in middle school, was put in your top 10 songs of what you like. And then anytime a friend visited that page, they can listen to those songs.
But the songs would just start playing when you get there, and I knew exactly who to avoid.
Right.
Which is kind of what this does, too.
So, Facebook did it, Instagram, and now it integrated to where either you're making shorts or posts, you can now put those, whatever song you want with those videos. So, yes, to an extent, like, who cares what you personally listen to? But at the same time, it's really not that crazy, because music has always tied in with social media. Mm-hmm. It kind of has. And, yeah, I mean, for you personally, yeah, it might be cool to be like, wow, I listen to this song this many times a year or whatever. Yeah, it might, maybe it'd be cool for you personally, but then to post it, again, it's just another, listen, here's what it is. It's always about validation. We just have to, I just want people to just you want to just feel validated,
right.
Sort of why we do this fucking show. We just want to feel some love, validation, whatever. That's all it is. Everybody who posts something, who makes a video or whatever, is just seeking for validation. We all have a little bit of an ego. We're all a little bit of attention-seeking whores. We are. Anybody who makes any type of content, we all are to an extent. Yes, it's dumb. There's a lot of other dumb things that people do, but,
That's an excellent point. So I guess, while we're at it, when COD tells me how much game time I've accrued, I'm going to go ahead and just flood everybody's newsfeed with that, and you should all be
You should
blown away.
You should post
by how many hours of zombies I played.
Yes, you should. And then this is what you do. Then on top of that, screenshot every gold mastery camo you have locked on each gun and post that up too. Yeah. And just do #grind time. Yeah. That's what you need to
And then everyone's going to comment, how sad you fucking are.
Just be like, this is how much free time I have, baby.
Right? That's what I mean. Like, I guess from my point of view, if I am the person putting out the content, whether it's music or whether it's podcasts on Spotify, for example, if I'm that person and I'm getting the summary of how many downloads that people have of said content that you put out, or how many listens and watch times and all that kind of stuff, that's cool too. That's good for them. If they want to post that, that's an achievement sort of thing. But it's just weird to me how everyone does it. Like, I don't mind if you want to share a song every now and then. You just post a link for a song that you're listening to, because that's kind of cool. I'll check this out real quick. But, like, just to tell me these are the top 5 things I listen to all year, I'm just kind of like, but everyone's doing it after a while.
Because it's just another trend. It's just another trend. But man, I will say, let's just say you didn't know me that well, and we were friends on, what was this, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I don't know, whatever.
It's all of it now.
Whatever sites we're on.
Let's say Facebook.
X,
let's just
whatever.
use that.
And let's just say I posted top 5, and my number 1 was like a Selena Gomez song, and you're like, wow, I did not
I thought about that.
I did not take this guy as a Selena Gomez fan. You know what? I've never heard this song. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't know. But yeah.
It makes me want to download Spotify and listen to just ridiculous shit for an entire year and then post that as an official Spotify rap. Like I listen to didgeridoo fucking music.
And that's how they get you.
I listen
See?
to Peruvian pan
It's
flute bands.
It's really Spotify. It's a marketing thing. See, that's how they're going to get extra money because they want people like
to
you.
post.
They want people like you
to be
that-
ridiculous
for next year.
Yeah, just
For
to
next year.
just as a joke.
Yep.
I kind of wish that we could have like a Wrapped about all kinds of stuff. Like you shit yourself at Burger King twice this year. Like just like like a life, my year Wrapped.
Yeah, it's called your cell phone.
Not always.
Yeah.
I need to be reminded of what happened.
Oh boy. No, you don't. No, you don't. Well, off to something a little cheery for the holiday season.
I am excited for Christmas, actually.
This was an interesting story that popped up from the New York Post. A Iowa killer named Jeremy Goodale. He was in court the other day, and as he was crying, he was getting a bloody nose. He got sentenced to life for beating his Spanish teacher to death with a bat over a bad grade. Over a bad
You
grade.
just rolled up to school with a bat.
No, what he did was him and he had a friend. I guess she jogged or walked a certain path, for her morning exercise
Oh, and
in the
jumped her.
park, and just fucking with a bat, just beat the shit out of her over a bad grade. Yeah, she was 64-year-old, and I'm gonna bosh this name, so I am sorry. Nohina Grabber, one of the two. Sorry. I got to tell you this. I'm going to tell you a personal story that I had with a teacher, because this was the maddest I've ever gotten at a teacher. Okay, because I can kind of relate to an extent. Back in this was 10th grade. Okay, this might be a shocker to you guys. I was a little bit of a class clown, but also a thug at the same time. Okay, I was like the white Rick Ross. Okay, back when it was cool. Okay, and she just did not like me because, I'm loud, cracking jokes, whatever. I, back then, not so much now, respected authority, teachers, whatever, showed elders respect, whatever. And, it was quiet, whatever. I was asking the kid in front of me, a question about the assignment, and she took it as me being disruptive, whatever. And so she literally got right up in my face and was yelling at me to quiet down, whatever. And it got to the point where some spit got on my face.
Mm.
And for whatever reason, when I felt the droplets get on me, I fucking just started yelling. I'm get the fuck out of my face. I'm yelling hardcore. She wrote me a referral. Back then, referrals was a big deal.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you got a referral. Woo! And I just
I used
ripped.
to have a substitute. That says, do I have to refer you? I'm
Yeah.
like, refer me to what?
Right. So, I ripped it up, threw it in the trash, whatever, because I was a bad boy back then. But even at that point, even when I got mad at her, there was never a point in my life that I was just, at any teacher, that I was like, I'm going to kill this bitch.
Mm.
No
matter how much you
that just
yeah.
never crossed my
Same.
mind.
I'd be too fucking afraid of everything.
And this is the problem with these kids these days, is you can never be told no. All these young kids are entitled. Oh, I deserve that.
That's what they say about us, too.
No one wants to put in the work.
Right.
No one wants to put in the effort, go the extra mile. I remember when I was in school, if I got a bad grade, what can I do to get that up?
Mm-hmm.
What's something extra I can do or something?
My father would be on my ass about shit like that because a grade
Right.
would be bad, and I would say that I was trying, and he would ask me, how am I trying? I'm like, well, I'm paying attention in class, and I'm doing my homework. I'm just not doing the test. And he's like, okay, well, are you doing any extra studying? Are you asking for a tutor? Are you staying after class to get a little extra help? Are you doing any of those things? The answer was no.
Yeah.
So, are you really trying? Does it really matter to you? Not really,
Yeah.
when I'm honest about it.
So, again, it's bad parenting. It's, again, these kids just not taking no for an answer, just doing things and again, for whatever reason, it's just how, I'm curious to know, like how you just drastically just go instead of, hey, good, I'm glad that you're mad and upset that you got a bad grade. Good. Fucking work to get a better grade next time or whatever. Like, just instantly go to I gotta kill her.
Right.
Like what if you killed her? What, like the grades were gonna be in we're gonna do a redo because the teacher died. Like,
Right. And still, it didn't happen in school, which to me meant this kid was just stewing about it for a while. Like he
planned it out.
never
Yeah,
cooled down.
watched her,
Yeah.
watched where she went and walked, whatever. And
Some psycho shit.
but we've seen now, especially and it's a social media fad now, where you see kids bowing up the teachers, hitting teachers, which then had me thinking about a debate that we brought up a while ago. That was like the talk of the town about teachers having guns.
Oh, right.
And there was like a big, because with the school shootings and everything, and then I'm like, man, what if teachers had guns during like these times, like right now? Because like
While she's jogging, though.
no, well, no. What I'm saying is like I'm talking about school beatings. Like
If it's on campus kind
Right.
of thing. Yeah, that is true. I did see a video. A girl got her phone taken by the teacher because she was told repeatedly not to be having it out in class and needs to pay attention. So he confiscated it, which sounds a lot like school, doesn't it?
right.
And she loses her shit. Other kids start recording. She reaches into her bag and had a little something that you might be familiar with: pepper spray.
Oh,
Hit the teacher once in the classroom.
Yeah.
He goes to run to the hallway. She hits him again in the side of the face while he's already suffering. Hits him again in the hallway the whole time. Give me back my fucking phone.
Yep.
Give me back my fucking phone. Give me. And I'm like, no one's doing it. Like, I don't know.
so
They're just running wild. There's no minds to feed. They've got these adults on the run apparently for some reason. Like their balls just dropped off, the parents included.
It's bad parenting.
Yeah.
It's bad parenting.
Actually, yeah, it's more parent.
It
than
really
teacher.
is.
I
It
feel
really
bad
is
for the
because you don't
teachers.
want. But
You gotta suffer with that shit.
But here's the flip side, though. You can't be strict, hard parents like our parents were. To different
Without
degree-
getting
to
reported
different degrees.
to-
Well, no, because now what are kids going to do? They're going to call the cops, child protective
That's right,
services.
yeah.
If you just spank a kid, they're going to instantly do that. No, that's what the younger generation's doing now. So all these parents now are afraid to actually parent their kids. That's part of it. There's a bunch of other
Whatever happened to
household
the I brought
environment.
you into this world and I can take you out mentality?
That has gone. So to one point, I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad teachers don't have guns because there'd be more fucking kids shot, or God only know, maybe the teachers
Misfire,
get shot
yeah.
or whatever. But then I'm like, maybe these teachers do need guns because these kids are A, they're fucking animals. B, apparently there's no one to help these teachers because, I mean, how many videos have we seen of teachers getting their fucking ass kicked, beat up, and either other faculty members are just walking past, other students are walking by, like, you're on your own, buddy. Like, I don't know. I'm just...
No one wants to get involved. There was a story of, and he was an ex-Marine, and this is from a couple of years ago. He was a school administrator and was breaking up a fight that had happened at a high school. And he separated them. And in doing so, because the kids were just clawing at each other, just the way he was holding one of the kids' arms, it didn't break the kid's arm or something, but it hurt him.
Right.
Right? So then this teacher's job was on the line because after the incident and then this accusation about how this teacher hurt him and that they have to document that, he had to submit to a drug test to which he tested positive for THC, to which he had medical documentation at the time because of PTSD for his time in the military. There was a whole shit show. The fact that everyone's afraid because of something like that, these weird legal tentacles that just have to start reaching out after everybody to the people that are trying to maintain or create the order. And then it's like, well, what's the point of school then?
Right.
This might as well just be a big playground. Let the kids fucking kill each other.
I tell you what, if I had a kid right now, I mean, what's another fucking 3 jobs? If I'm gonna put them in school, if not homeschool them, private school.
Private school.
I,
Yeah.
I mean, because even when I was back in school, that girl with the phone, for instance, right? The fact that all kids are pulling out their phones to start recording, that wasn't a thing. And we had cell phones in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a thing. And at least there would have been, if we saw a student like beating a teacher, especially an elderly teacher, other students are jumping in. Like, we're just not just going to sit there but that was back then. I mean,
Only if it's a teacher that if I hate the teacher, I'd be like, yeah. I keep walking.
I mean, still, look, back then there was, and it wasn't that long ago. We weren't out of school that long ago.
Yeah.
It's
Feels like forever.
It does, but still, I mean, look, I hated school as much as the next person, but still, it's just
Right,
like,
over a bad
and I've been to
grade.
bad school, I've been to rough schools, not to this degree. I mean, the fuck.
Yeah.
Again, it's just entitlement, bad parenting, and again, the schools. Listen, how many times have we seen they failed protecting kids? So they're definitely not going to. They're not going to protect teachers either.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's like, dude,
That's fair.
it's a fucking war zone.
What's his name again? Jeremy?
Jeremy Gooddale.
That's what it
That's his
was.
name.
Pearl Jam went through my head when he said, Jeremy spoke in class today.
Sentence of life, which he deserves too. So, yeah, that's it. Well, God bless. So,
Speaking of his name here, let's lighten it up a little bit. What names come to mind, or whenever you hear a certain girl's name, a woman's name, automatically your brain goes, she's probably hot. Like, it's a
Sierra.
hot girl. What?
Sierra.
Sierra?
Yeah,
Yeah.
instantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't think I've ever met a Sierra.
Yeah,
In my
instantly.
life.
It's
Yeah.
Sierra, Brittany. That's usually a little sluttier, but
Sorry, Brittany.
Brittany. Let me see. Courtney. Yeah,
That's fair.
Courtney. There's some ratchet Courtneys on there. I'm just saying. Um,
I'll throw in my ex's name, Alexis.
yeah.
Yep.
Bella.
That's a 95% accuracy
Bella.
rate. Bella.
Yeah.
Bella. I have had, for me personally too, the name Madison. It's and it's weird too. Any girl that's named Madison, I always feel like there's a good connection or vibe, and there have been a couple where we actually kind of, flirted with the idea of really getting together, just to make some bad decisions. Nothing ever happened with any of them, so I've just come to the conclusion that if your name is Madison, I'm just
You're a
gonna
tease.
observe from afar. Like,
Oh.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Don't even think about it.
Let me ask you this:
Just be a friend.
from what any ex that you've dated, moving forward, is there like, if they have like the same name, first name as an ex, are you instantly like turned off or like, no?
No, I don't have an aversion to that. No,
Good. That's good. Good
I
for
think
you.
I would have a problem because every now and then.
Because I do.
Yeah, I bet.
I do.
Every now and then, it's very rare, but it does happen that a girl's name is Tyler. I feel like I'd have a problem with that. It's my name.
That'd kind of be hot.
I don't know. That's weird. Like I don't know. I'd be like,
Give it to me, Tyler.
Right, it's
Okay,
just-
Tyler.
okay, okay. You know what?
Everyone's screaming Tyler.
When you say it, I like the idea.
Everyone's
now.
screaming Tyler.
Yeah.
You like that, Tyler? I
No.
like that, Tyler.
All right, any Tylers out there that are women?
DM me.
That are women. I'll be able to tell if you're a dude in drag, believe me. But they did come out with a list, 2023's hot girl names of 2023. So there's 14 or 15 of them. I'm just going to run through a couple real quick, and you tell me how you feel about them. We have Mia. How does that grab you?
Like a fucking nerd. bud.
Mia, okay.
A nerd.
Luna.
You're
another-
into fucking astrology
Yeah.
and stay away.
Crystals.
That's what I'm saying. Crystals, moonlightings.
Right.
On this date is like the only day I can have sex because the stars are aligning and I gotta see how many crystals I can shove up my ass to whatever.
That's how you start the ovulation process.
Oh Jesus.
We have Charlotte. That doesn't grab me at all. That sounds like an old lady to me.
Yeah, old,
Charlotte.
Yeah, old lady, cat lady, single, alone. Yeah, no.
Or a spider, like that old story. We have Emma. I feel like that one's pretty fair. Emma. Actually, a lot of Emma. I wouldn't know with hot girl names. They're all like, well, they're all cute. Any Emma like I've ever met is always like cutesy and reserved, a little shy. But then again, that's kind of hot because you know that you got to wonder then what it's like when we're in the throes of passion, kind of thing.
Yeah.
How that goes down, but Evelyn.
Evelyn?
Evelyn.
Hmm.
That sounds just like a fancy old rich lady.
You just sound
Evelyn.
you just sound like you're better than everybody else. That your fucking vagina don't stink, and it sounds like I have to take you to like a fucking 5-star restaurant, not the
That can't
cheesecake,
be- yeah.
not the Cheesecake Factory.
Can't be
so
Cheesecake
yeah,
Factory.
because Evelyn is fucking bougie. So excuse me.
We have this one was weird. Amelia.
Yeah, you sound Amelia
Yeah.
gives me the you just crossed the border
Amelia
and you're
is
looking
like,
for a green card.
I don't know.
Sorry,
Really? I feel
that's
like,
what I'm getting.
I feel like you're about to fly a plane and disappear. That's all I think of. I mean, I don't think I've ever met
Who is
an
that
Amelia.
chick? Amelia Earhart.
Amelia Earhart.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time I've heard that name?
All right.
Just-
That means she's gonna leave you.
Amelia.
That's what that means. She's gonna fucking fly away when you
Ghost
least
you.
expect it.
That's good.
Look at that. We just broke this shit down, dude. Fuck.
Scarlett.
Scarlett, to me, sounds like you've been a fucking prostitute for 10 years, and now you're kind of just looking for a steady home. That's what it's that's just my vibes.
That's pretty good.
Is that with 2 T's, right? Scarlett with 2 T's or 1 T? Sometimes they have it with 2
It has
T's.
2 T's.
Yes,
2
of
T's.
course. Such white trash, yes.
Olivia.
Olivia, to me, like, you sound a little bit like a wifey material, but yet I still have to have my eye on you because you might scamper to other races. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I've met a few in my life, and they've all been beautiful. So we have Eleanor.
Eleanor, there's nothing hot about that.
Right? That's my nana's name. That was my nana's name. I can't Eleanor or I don't know.
No, Eleanor is
Roosevelt.
like that fucking lonely bitch that you see at the library. And then you go, why am I even at the library?
Squidward's
and then
mom is probably
And then it's a
Eleanor.
whole fucking shit show from there.
Let's see. Violet. Never met a Violet either.
Oh, she's fucking.
Violet.
She's fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a rare one.
All day, every day.
We got Harper. Sounds like a porn star. She's like just getting into the game.
Harper, to me, gives me the vibe of you've done some really bad, dirty things, and you had to change your name so no one could find who you really are.
Right, she went with her last name and made it her first name.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Chloe.
Chloe, that's a mix. That's a mix. I mean, you can be like, Chloe could be a hippo, or Chloe could be the girl next door. It's a really wide range, to be honest.
And you can't spell Chloe without ho. It's in there.
Yeah.
Lily. That sounds like a child to me. I don't dig it.
Lily to me sounds like you're still like stuck in your preteens
Right,
and
it-
you haven't grown
You
up
wear
yet.
a bow in your hair.
You
still,
haven't
like-
grown up yet. That's like that fetish. I don't know if you've seen where like the fucking chicks or dress up like babies when they come home.
I thought it was the dudes that dress up like babies and have the ladies take care of them.
It goes both ways,
does
buddy.
it?
It's
Ew.
yeah, it goes both ways.
weird.
Don't discriminate.
I was gonna say, isn't
Women
that just
can
being?
dress up as babies too. You
You don't have to dress up like one.
you
Just come in.
sexist fuck.
You just come
Jesus.
home and why isn't that? Yeah,
No, they
you
want to be
start.
in their PJs and fucking fuck on their coloring book. I mean, whatever.
That's fucking scarily accurate.
Sorry.
Lucy.
What about Lacey? Lucy, to me, just your vagina's fucking scraping the floor. Loosey goosey. I mean, that's what it comes from. I mean, these parents that come up with these names should be criminal. Why would you name your daughter Lucy?
I don't know, man. Ask Lucy Lou.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Was that number one, Lucy? That was like the hot name?
Oh, it wasn't a ranking, but it was just like a list of the names. The other ones.
Who
that
made
hit the-
this list? Is this the same
It
person
said
that made
various
the...
sources across the web. It was a Google
Is
search.
it the same person who made the fucking list that the number one worst first date is the Cheesecake Factory? Like, who's making these lists? Lucy's a hot name of 2023.
I haven't even met one.
Okay.
Go with Lucille. Go
Okay,
go
I'm
with
just
go with
saying.
the formal.
I'm just
But
saying, Tampa's full of hot chicks. I haven't seen a Lucy in Tampa yet. Just saying.
So if you're out there-
they've been acting loose, but
But speaking of the names, it was an interesting story that I came across that there was this fellow, Robert Lane, who lived in New York and had come across some sort of theory that what people are named for or after can somewhat shape who they become in life, whether they're wildly successful or, they have certain characteristics or traits and values that they feel linked to because of what they're named after. So this guy had two sons. The first one he named Winner.
winner. Yeah,
The second one he named Loser.
beautiful.
All right. So you can see that this is a very extreme kind of experiment. Could you fucking imagine?
Well,
he named
well,
Loser.
Hold on, he named Loser. To me, if I was named Loser, that means that you're pretty much saying that, yeah, the second kid was a mistake,
Right.
and it's just going downhill from here. However, not to interrupt your story, I would love to see Winner when he's grown up on the fucking streets, methed out on dusters, and then Loser is fucking on top. Got a house, white fence, kids.
Well, these two boys grew up, and basically it went the opposite directions.
That's not real. This is real?
This is real.
This is real. Winner and Loser.
Yep, Winner Lane and Loser Lane. Loser went on to be not only academically successful in school, but athletically.
Just like I predicted.
Got a
Yeah.
scholarship.
Yes.
Became a detective for the NYPD.
And Winner got fucking 400 pounds and died of a cardiac arrest.
Now, Winner was arrested nearly 30 times for various different crimes.
Yes.
And then became homeless and living on the streets.
Yes.
So, to an extent, the experiment his theory was correct, just not exactly what you would think, but there might be something to that. Like I said, a lot of these kids are entitled and all that stuff. If you're born into this world being called loser, that dude wanted to prove everybody that he wasn't.
Right.
And look at Winner. Born a winner.
Yeah.
You already won. No point in trying. And guess what happens when you don't do anything? You don't do any of the work and you don't try. I'm already a winner. Winner, winner, winner. And think that things are just going to come your way. Look at what it did to their minds. I kind of feel bad for Winner because he was named that, and then that's reinforced throughout childhood. And it's like you figured maybe he'd switch it up, but
I mean,
Loser had something to prove.
Do you
and
really judge, for you personally, do you really judge people by their first names?
No.
Okay. 'Cause,
Usually by a handshake.
Okay.
if it's
I
a
mean,
man.
I know we sometimes can affiliate a bad time with a name or a bad like let's just say if you had a boss named Andrew and you're just like, and he was just horrible, whatever, then the next Andrew you meet, you just have like that okay.
No, I don't have that. No, I don't really, because that's really not up to us.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
I mean, you can get into just like with astrology and shit, like, with first names. Like, for instance,
Really?
like I know, like my name, William, is always linked to not loyalty, royalty, king, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so you can go down those, weeds and, be like,
I-
oh, Tyler means, fucking.
I looked it up.
Oh, what's it say?
When we had baby books at my parents' house,
Yes.
when my mother was pregnant with my two younger brothers,
Uh-huh.
of course, my sister and I have to start looking through it. Now, her name is Alana, Alanna. You look that
Love
up.
it.
It means perfection in Hawaiian native, right? So then
Oh,
you
that's
have.
not when you say Atlanta, that's not what I'm thinking whatsoever.
Oh, well.
But I won't say it because it's your sister. I'm going to keep it clean, baby.
She's a sweetheart, damn it.
She might be, but
looked up both my brothers' names, and it all has religious context to it, gift from God and things like
Yeah.
that. The the shining
Let's
star.
get down to Tyler. I want to know what Tyler means in the baby book. Please tell me.
A fucking bricklayer. A maker of tiles.
Wow, you
or
are
a roofer.
You are the complete opposite. Anything outdoors, you are just not interested whatsoever.
Talking about. I love the patio.
The patio is the furthest you go. Any labor that involves outdoors, you're like, no.
Name an example.
Okay, I really can't name an example right now, but just saying.
Okay.
When was the last time you did manual labor outside?
When I did papers.
That does
Twice a
not.
week.
No, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Running.
Compared to laying bricks,
No, it's
does not
the
count.
same.
You're sitting in your car, comfy.
I get out because I have to do those 6-story condos, and I run it because it's good exercise.
Besides that, nothing.
No, but I exercise in my own apartment, pretty much on the daily.
Why not exercise outdoors? Jesus,
Because
lay out in the sun and get some sun while you're
There's the sun.
exercising.
Because it's Florida and it's hot as humid as fuck.
Well, listen.
I don't feel like I'm being unreasonable.
Listen, just like winter, you went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So, just saying. I don't know.
I can agree with that.
But you know what? You wash your hands, you're a good boy. Tyler. That's
I love
really
that.
that's
I missed
really
that
that's
clip.
really all that matters. So,
Wonder Chosen was
So-
such a gem when it was on TV.
listen, at least you're not ended up like Winter and you're, been arrested 8,000 times in the streets homeless, cracked out on dusters.
Came close.
Came close, but you got out of it. You
Yeah.
got out of it. We're not out of the woods yet, but we don't know yet.
That's right.
So I wanted to address just a couple, just a minor little thing here. I've had people come up to me in person and kind of just ask, why aren't you guys getting, political, lately as much? There's a lot of things going on. You guys aren't really getting political as much, as you used to,
Okay.
So here's the thing, guys.
Just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, listen, we're not, Glenn Beck, Ben Shapiro, Steve Bannon, Tucker, the list goes on. Dan Bongino. We're not those guys. We're not Steven Crowder. That's just not our niche. There's how
Bill Maher, yeah.
There's how many people that's just all they talk about. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of tired of it.
It's exhausting.
I'm tired of it.
It's exhausting.
If it's something that, and it's like an unspoken rule that we have just naturally done, unless if we're really passionate about it, really not, there's really no point. I mean, how many things have we brought up in the past? Uvalde, Maui, East Palestine, Kyle Rittenhouse, Biden, like the list goes on. We cover it all. And, not to dog anything, but it's not like, people are viewing in, a lot more people like the other stuff we talk about.
'Cause we realized it's much like how I view Spotify rap. No one gives a fuck about our political opinion on the
Right,
the whole episode's gonna be about, what I
right,
mean?
but
Yeah. Ugh.
here's the thing. People are set in their ways, okay?
Yeah.
People are set in their ways with their beliefs and their outlooks on the world. And yeah, we have, and listen, it's on record, it's there. You can always go back and look. We have called them all out. We have called the hypocrisy on everything. We have said shit that no one else even discusses about at all whatsoever. Even your top Glenn Becks and all these other, newsworthy
Political pundits,
right.
talking heads.
Right. So, and again, it's like, does it really matter? Does it matter what we expose about, Hawaii? Does it matter what we
Ocean Gate, all that shit.
Right, it's
yeah.
like-
the money that was moving around, Silicon Valley Bank collapse. We went through all of it.
And here's the thing, it's especially for me, and I'm gonna say this because, part of why I like doing this show is because, for instance, I made an impact on your life, right?
Definitely.
I have. You've took some things of advice that I've given you, and to me, I kind of like that because I never had that in my life, right? So, and while doing this, I feel for anybody who's watching it, even if it's just more in person, if I can help, them in any way, shape, or form on whether shed some light, make them feel like they're not alone. If I can do it, I promise you, I'm nothing special. Really, anybody can do it. I mean, that's why I'm able to do the show. There's nothing that anybody can tell me that I haven't said to myself 10 times worth. Now, when it comes to the political stuff, to me, listen, it's just a lot of nonsense. There's a lot of misinformation. And honestly, when I saw people support Hamas on the streets of the United States, I'm like, it doesn't really matter what the fuck really not just what we say, but really anybody says, because we're just out to lunch. We just believe anything. I mean, people are still thinking that Biden's a great president. Good luck with that. Let me know how that's going for you. Here's the thing.
People still think that the president does stuff.
Here's the thing. All this shit that's going on, it's really out of our hands. It really is. You can get cute, make memes, do all these things. They're in power. And if you really want to make change overall the country, you got to make changes with whatever that is, whether it's voting, if it's legit, protesting, right? Whatever, like, that's why we have those amendments to an extent,
I feel like we're at a point where it's like way past the point of no return. Like anything that anything that happens in the world is on purpose, and it's there because it's all part of of course, I get it, the whole conspiracy theorist me thing, but it's all part of a fucking plan that it's all been and I get it too, like, we don't know what's real, what's not because of misinformation, disinformation. It keeps fucking happening. Just leave it.
Oh, leave it on. Okay,
just leave it. But it gets exhausting. I agree with you. Like, and of course, I run the social media and I follow lots of different kinds of people. And one of the people I follow, and I don't know if you're familiar with him, I don't know if you're familiar with him, is Michael Rappaport. And if you are familiar with that name,
he's a fucking
right. It is. Even though I agree with it, especially about the whole Hamas situation, every day this dude is filming himself on the street, screaming at the top of his lungs, with a face now that's looking like fucking Freddy Krueger. I don't know what's going on with his complexion. Like, I get that he's, fair-skinned and all that shit, but he's just, every day, it's just, ha, 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 this and that and what. And I'm like, dude, and you can't... And I get it. That's part of it. Because then if you comment on it, whether it's a hating comment or a supportive comment, it further propels that to spread out through that,
right.
that app through their algorithms. So, of course, I don't even bother with it. But it is just fucking exhausting dealing with this shit.
It's, and with this show in mind is just this. We talk about anything and everything, but we also kind of just want to be an outlet, I wouldn't say a distraction, but just a sort of relief to get your mind out of the fucking weeds on what's going on in the world and everything. And listen, I'm gonna just say this to everybody here. It is out of your hands, but you have to stay dialed the fuck in on what you can control and what you need to do. Okay? And I'm gonna call everyone out here. Guys, listen the fuck up. You're bitching about fucking money's tight. I can't afford this guy. Listen, you got to fucking put in the work. You got to work your fucking ass off. Ask this man across from me.
It sucks, but it's worth it.
But listen.
It's worth it.
Listen, and I'm here. I'm trying to be grateful and humble, but there's as much as many people are struggling, especially with this fucking joker in, guess what? I'm not. Now, I'm not fucking rich.
Right.
But... yeah, do I have to fucking put in 60 hours, 70 hours a week? I do. It is what it is. But if you want extra things, if you want a better life, you got to put in the fucking work. Some way, shape, or form. You have to. And I'm tired of you fucking guys bitching. Oh, man, just the cost of everything's up, blah, blah, blah. Well, get your fucking money up. Because guess what? The $100 now is $20. That's the new 20. Is $100.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But you got to put in the fucking work. And ladies, let me tell you this right now. I'm over you women bitching. Can't find no real men. All men are fucking pussies, fake, flakes, all this other shit, whatever. Listen, you want to go fucking shove dildos up your ass or whatever, that's fine. Good luck to you. Get your money, whatever. But listen, you want a good man in life, you want the fucking family or whatever that you're preaching, well, guess what? You better fucking close your legs and set the fucking standard.
Yeah, I saw a quick video.
That's what it is.
There was a guy interviewing this. It was another one. I know I brought up something similar before, where he asked this girl who's like a six. And look, I get it. I'm not fucking Brad Pitt, but she's like a 6. I even read the comments and people were rating her lower. I didn't think it. I thought that was a little rude, but her personality definitely dialed it down because the guy asks her, "How much does a guy have to make to be with you?"
Oh, I've seen those.
7 figures.
Yeah, they're in
A
fucking
million, he
lava
goes,
land.
he's like $1 million. And he's okay. Well, what do you bring to the table? And she's like, oh, my kindness and he's looking at her, and he offends her because he's like, look, you got a decent figure, like, but.
And
He goes, I've seen some women out here that look way better than you, and I don't think they'd be asking for $1 million. And she just blows them off. But
and a lot of these women think like $300,000, $400,000 a year. That's like normal. Like every man's making that.
fucking
Again, it's a sense of entitlement. It's a sense of, oh, I just deserve it because it's me. It's what I want.
right.
Now, granted, there's nothing wrong with having goals, but again, it's like you have to put in the work. You're in the situation not because of Joe Biden or what the fuck's going on in Israel or, whatever. And listen, everyone's fucking hypocrites because, yeah, everyone's focused on Israel right now because that's what's hot.
We all.
Stop talking about Ukraine.
Forgot.
And guess what? And guess what? We don't give a fuck about Hawaii anymore. No one talks about Maui anymore. We give a fuck. And last year, it happened a year ago, we don't say nothing about East Palestine, Ohio.
Mm.
So you just pick and choose whatever. Like politics now, it's just trendy. What's hot?
Yeah.
But
Just like your Spotify Wrapped.
But again, it's out of your hands. It's out of your control.
Yeah.
You want to make your life better? You gotta fucking get off your ass and fucking put in the work.
Start with you. Yeah.
So yeah, we're not gonna talk about fucking how many times fucking Joe Biden is fucking up or this or that. Because does it really matter? Is it really gonna motivate you to do it? No. It's really not. And again, then we just feeding in the sides on who's right, who's wrong. Listen, this country is getting what it's deserved because us collectively have let this happen.
We got soft.
And listen, everyone is quote unquote struggling, but what's the saying? Bad times make good great men, and
hard times create hard men.
Right.
Hard men create easy times. Easy times create weak men.
Right.
Weak men create hard times. You are here.
Yep. Only you have control of your life and destiny. And I'm not saying put your head in the sand and completely ignore. I mean, microdose a little bit, take in, be aware of kind of what's going on in the world. But at the same time, you got to stay on your goal. I mean, I had to, and I'm speaking for myself. I had to do that. It was driving me insane because I was afraid to make moves in life because I didn't know. I was worried about where the country's going or anything like that. It's like, fuck it. Just if you have an opportunity, fucking take it. I don't give a fuck what's going on in Israel. I don't give a fuck what Biden's doing or Carmella or fucking Newsom. I don't care. I don't care. I can only worry about me and my group of people, and that's it. And yeah, that's fucking selfish, whatever. You can't save everybody. And you want to be a social justice warrior, go for it. But I'll tell you what, when it's time that you need help, I don't see anyone reaching out to help you.
And
Only you can help yourself.
They do fuck up a lot too. So for these people that are wondering why we haven't got fine, let's get a little political for a moment.
Oh boy!
Because something happened last week at the Chiefs game, where there was a young boy that got put on social media and the internet. It was all over it Monday morning, where he has his face painted, the team's colors, and he has a Native American headdress on, a chieftain headdress on. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Kansas City Chiefs football team color scheme, it's red and black and white and yellow. But red and black was the primary colors that he used to paint his face. And he basically did a two-face split down the
We're
middle.
talking about the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
They're red and black? I thought they were red and white.
Oh, red and white and yellow, and there's black in there. But the kid
Oh,
did
okay.
red and black,
Oh, I'm sorry.
just for the colors. And of course, the picture that was taken and plastered all over social media for everybody to just start foaming at the mouth about this kid was only from the side where he's wearing the headdress, and it's the black painted side.
Yeah.
So here's a little white boy at a Chiefs game, blackface. First of all, you think everybody would let him in, like totally cool, like if he did just like roll in, just full blackface to begin with? I don't think so. But what they failed to reveal, which is what ended up happening, was the other side of his face was painted red, and then it was explained that it was, the colors. Well, people still tried to find an issue with that. Oh, the other side's red. Native American skin, like you're playing a thing on that because of the headdress. Well, upon further investigation about this kid, his grandfather was a member of the Chumash tribe. And I saw a picture of this dude, and he looks very native. So, yeah, the kid's mixed. But also, throw all that out the window. He's a Chiefs fan at Arrowhead Stadium. Like, what are we doing? Even there are Native American tribes that are filing a suit to get the Washington Commanders to change their name back to the Redskins.
Yeah, it was the white Karens that had a
That's
problem
exactly
with
what's
the name.
happening.
Not the Indians who actually they took a petition. They're like, no, the Redskins are fine.
Right.
Yeah, we like it.
They thought it was an honor. I forget
Same thing
the
with the
Chiefs'
Cleveland.
name, but
Remember the Indians?
Yes.
Cleveland Indians
Yeah.
with Chief
Wahoo,
whatever. They had
yeah.
to change them to I don't even know what the fuck they
the
are.
Guardians, based on like one of the bridges I think that's in the town.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Right,
Ohio's
but that's what's
awesome.
been
Ohio,
happening.
well,
And I
whatever.
saw the first video I saw was this one guy that was just ripping about this kid, and it was the image of just the black painted face with the headdress, and he's going to town on it. Well, then of course when the news came out about not only this child's family's history, but the obvious notion that he's just there as a fan at the game and he's following the theme of his favorite fucking football team. And furthermore, you name teams after things that are formidable and tough. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of an honor.
Well, I mean the Commanders.
You got the Fighting Irish,
I
too.
mean,
You
how
got
are,
the Vikings.
how are you not shitting
got-
your pants when you hear the Washington Commanders? I mean, I just get goosebumps hearing that. Listen, here's what it is, dude.
But the
Okay?
guy made a follow-up video basically redacting what he had said prior about the kid, and that he
Right.
was like, okay, so now that more has come out, and it's like, look at how stupid you look. You wanted to go, like I said, you want to go be social justice warrior? Go ahead. Have fun with it, but you never have all your facts straight because everything that you do is a straight up emotional reaction
that's-
without any
It's
investigation.
the same thing with the
No questions.
It's the same thing with the Israel and Palestine thing.
Right.
People are uninformed and they support Hamas, acting like they're suppressed.
Right.
It's like, okay, like yeah, don't do your research. Just go by whatever
Just go for it.
a person on TikTok. Listen, social media is going to be the death of our society. Lastly, is this. This is why people are so quick to cancel somebody or comment about somebody. Just like this boy who's just at a fucking football game. A lot of people, either their lives are miserable, their lives suck, they can't handle their own fucking shit, they can't get their priorities together. They're mad that they can't afford to go to a game. And so, what's their next best thing? Oh, let me get some fucking clicks. Let me bash this kid. Let me be the first to call him out on this or that. That's truly what it is. Everybody can't look themselves in the mirror and fix their own shit. Have you ever heard me go online and I don't give a fuck. Really don't. I'll make fun and call out people, but I just don't accuse people willy-nilly,
Right.
like, whatever. And I don't give a fuck what other people do. You want to fucking walk around in the dress? God bless you. You want to identify as a fucking popcorn machine? God bless you. Do you?
Better smell good.
Do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't bring that around me, because I'm going to question you, But do you. You have every right to do whatever you want. But get your own shit taken care of first before you just pointing fingers and calling out other people on what they're doing.
That's how I've always reacted to any trolls that decide to throw a comment at one of us, I go right back at them, and then they either delete their comment, which then just leaves a random comment, my rebuttal basically just floating in no man's land, and I'm like, you fucking bitch, you fucking backed out because you got called out.
See, and again, and
And
I
it's
don't,
easy to do
I don't
over the
even,
internet.
and I don't even like you doing that because you're giving them attention, regardless if you're defending or not. I don't know if you know who J. Cole is, but he
No,
said,
sometimes I'll just be like, thanks for being our #1 fan, just to fuck with
but
him.
just J. Cole, I don't know if you know who he is, but
Yes.
okay. He said it best. He goes, he doesn't look at social media. He just makes shit, not because he thinks it's going to be #1 billboards. He just makes songs and content just from his heart. He lets his content speak, and that's what I've always preached to you.
That's his vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell people leave a comment stuff. I'll read it. And sometimes we'll like it, whatever. He'll respond to, but it's at the end of the day, it's like, especially to the hate comments. Yeah, if someone
I
gives
just like having fun. I can't
yeah,
help it.
I get it, but it's like
It's too easy to just go right back, and it's like, oh, hey,
again, it's just
I'm in your head.
it boils down to this. Yeah, it's good to see some comments, like good comments, like, yeah, you guys are doing awesome, love your shit, whatever.
Oh, the hate's
that's what I'm saying.
hilarious, though.
The hate, it's like, bro, your life is so bad
I
that you
know.
have to.
Like, if
but
this
that's with
little
anything.
show is upsetting you that much, it
Well, that
makes
means we're
my
doing.
heart
Well, that means
so
we're doing our
warm.
job. Listen,
Right.
we are banned in Russia
Yeah.
from TikTok. I mean, I'm proud on that. I'm just saying. So, listen, man, listen. You guys just gotta stay focused on you. I'm
Speaking
telling
of being banned and canceled and all this face painting stuff, I gotta find it because there was a Halloween when I was a kid, when I was Darth Maul, and I kind of had black and red painted all over my face. I gotta find that.
And guess
That way
what?
we can get
No one
canceled.
gave a fuck back then.
No, they all knew what I was
And
doing.
again, the hypocrisy. Black people can be in whiteface.
My
And all
sister
that.
was in whiteface that year. She went as a ghost baseball, like
And
a dead
that's
baseball
okay.
player. She painted her face
That's
white.
cool. Whatever. Because if you're white, you can't be racist. Oh wait, no, that's not. Wait, that's the wrong fucking.
I was
motto
gonna say
right
that's the only way. Those are the only racist
there.
people in existence.
Yep, you're right. I just fucked up on that. on that note, we're done. I just fucked up. I just botched that shit.
been a long week.
So bad. Oh boy.